Hey, Kate Payne here from Standing Out Online, and I have another tip I want to share with you today. Are you aware of the featured section that you can add to your LinkedIn personal profile page? Let's take a look at my screen right now. So when you get in here to your profile, you go up here to me and click on View Profile. You're looking at the back end of your LinkedIn personal profile page. To add the featured section, if you don't currently have it, you would click on this button here that says Add Profile Section. You would go to Recommended and click on Add Featured. Now, before you do that, you want to know what kinds of things, what kind of digital assets that you want to put into the featured section. So here's a little snapshot of the featured section on my profile. This is a great place to put links to website pages, perhaps share a PDF. You can actually even feature a post that you have previously published on LinkedIn. I'm going to show you a few different ways you can use this featured section. LinkedIn brought the featured section out about a year and a half ago, and it was kind of a game changer to the personal profile page. Because let's face it, the LinkedIn profile page is pretty text heavy and has a lot of copy. So this was a way to bring something kind of visual and aesthetically pleasing to the LinkedIn personal profile page. And it's a way where you can click on something and have it take you somewhere else. So pages on your website, for example, like I said, published posts that you've already done LinkedIn, things that you want to call attention to. Now, people ask me all the time, how many pieces of content can I have in the featured? Well, you can have as many as you want. But since people have to click on this little arrow button and scroll, nobody's going to scroll too far. So I say having about 6 pieces of content here is a good number. You can have more, you can have less. I would suggest you have at least 3 because as you can see when you come to the featured section, it shows 3 pieces of content. So right here, this is a post that I shared from a recent Coffee with Kate show that I had with Donna McPherson, a client of mine. This is a post that I shared about LinkedIn launching LinkedIn Audio. This was a post that I shared from an article. This is a video that is my speaker demo video because I do a lot of public speaking, and so this is a link to take you to that. If I click on this right arrow, this is a link to an article that I published on LinkedIn about a year ago, and then this is actually a link to a YouTube video that I have on my YouTube channel. So think about in advance before you add stuff to your featured profile. Think of at least 3 pieces of content that you would want to add. Gather the links, get the URLs, the web addresses of those things, and have them on the ready so that when you come in here to add to featured, you can do it all in one sitting. So to add something to the featured section, you click on the plus sign. This is where you're going to add something. And you have the choice of adding a post. So if I click on add a post, it'll show me my recent posts that I've done on LinkedIn. So let's say I wanted to call attention to the show I'm going to be on tomorrow with Doreen Morin Van Dam. I can click feature. And if I go back over here, you can see that it added it to my featured section. So you can add a post, you can add a newsletter. So if any of you are using LinkedIn newsletters, you could feature this here, get more eyes on it. You can add a LinkedIn article, one that you've already published. You can add a link. So this is where you can add a web address, or you can add media. You could add a PDF, a presentation, a PowerPoint, or a photo with a caption. So if you want to add a link, you just would click on add a link. You would paste your link in here, click add, and then make sure when you do that, that you actually create a title. Because if you do, let's say you actually add a PDF. If you add a PDF, it's going to add the file name. And so you can go in and change that. So you want to make sure that you create kind of a caption. So with a title and a little description blurb. But this can be a game changer for people to get targeted eyes on your content or on web pages on your website. So this is where you add it. And then once you've added it, then you click on this pencil icon, and then you can order by clicking this up and down button. You can put them in the order of how you want them to be seen. You can literally click and drag these little things here with the lines and bring it up to where you want it. So it's a little touchy, so you got to be kind of patient with how you do it. So the featured section is a game changer for your LinkedIn personal profile page. Think about pieces of content that you want to get eyes on. Maybe you're having a virtual masterclass or a mastermind or a live event, or you're speaking. And use this in a way that keeps it kind of fresh. I change mine. I usually add at least one new piece of content here a week. And then I have my evergreen pieces of content that stay. So if you have any questions about the featured section, please follow me on LinkedIn or reach out to me on LinkedIn and send me a question. And I'm happy to answer it through a private message. Thanks for watching.